Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Tuesday today. I'm having another work at home day today. At 10 past 5 this morning, I was woken up by an earworm of my own in my own head. It woke me up. It was a fast, exciting tune and it kept me awake and it excited me, and then I just couldn't go back to sleep for what seemed like hours. So I'm afraid I didn't get up till 9 o'clock this morning. So I was a bit annoyed with that, but I thought on reflection it was better to get enough sleep than be tired and underperforming all day. So that's what I did. The sun's out and it's warm, so, well, my laundry's not quite dry. I don't think I'd dare quite move it outside. There are some clouds out there. They might suddenly move over and start pouring rain on it. Anyway, I've moved it in here. I've got the window open. I've been listening to the birds singing. And without the heating on in here, it's 23.4 degrees. That's fabulous. But this is when I start suffering from chilly, immobile, stiff fingers in the cellar when I'm practicing my flute, because it stays at 18 down there. But if the heating's on, it warms up a little bit. But otherwise, even when there's a massive heat wave and it's in the 30s, it's still 18 degrees in my cellar, which I think my boyfriend should just go live in there. He'd be happy all year round. Unfortunately, there's no natural light coming into the room, so it's not ideal for living in. So today is pretty much going to go similar to the last few days, really. I'm at home. I want to crack on with a lot of practice and a lot of admin. I've got a list of things, as I usually do. I'm going to start with my flute technique. So far I've been getting my vlog up for tonight and getting washed and dressed and having breakfast and doing a bit of language learning, not much of that. I'm trying to restrict how much language learning I'm doing in the morning because it's so easy to get carried away with it. I'm trying to keep it down to 10 minutes total, which does feel disappointing, but I just need to start my day, you know. I can't be sat there all day having fun, indulging myself in my hobbies. I mean, it's a useful hobby and it could be potentially career enhancing. I mean, I have worked in Portugal, I've done some work there and used my Portuguese, though to be fair, I've tended to work in Irish bars where the language is English anyway, so I could have got away with it without. But anyway, I shouldn't be saying things like that. I'll be discouraging people from learning languages. It's fun learning languages. It's life enhancing in many ways. Anyway, I don't know how I've got into this big rambly spiel. I'm hoping to get to the post office later if I get time, hopefully. Anyway, I'm going to get off camera now. I'm going to make myself a drink and go down and do some skills and exercises. Start off my practice for the day and then come back up and do some admin and then have lunch. That's my plan for the next little while. I'm running my dishwasher. Ooh. I always put it on the 30-minute cycle, which doesn't dry, so I open it out and pull it out and let it air dry. Saves on electricity then, see. And that coffee I'm reheating for my second one of the day. I have found when I've got my window open, as I have now, and there's a little breeze coming through, the gas hob doesn't work as efficiently. It's a bit like when you go camping and you haven't got a wind guard. If you're wondering why I've got that lid open, it's because I don't want that coffee to get too overheated because it ruins the flavour. Puzzle update, these pieces. I tell you what, they're flying into the puzzle compared to that last puzzle. I reckon I'll have that finished next sitting, but my boyfriend's coming over later, so I can wrap this up and let him work at the table later. I'm 10 minutes in with my technique now and I just had a thought. I was just thinking how happy it makes me now that I am practicing so much more. It makes me very, very happy, and I have heard that the secret to happiness is doing more of what you love. However, I would put an add-on to that. I don't think that's strictly true because you might love playing on a PlayStation or whatever you call it these days. I'm a bit out of touch. Xbox, whatever it is. That might make you happy. However, I think it's not only that. I think you also need to feel a sense of accomplishment and moving forward a bit, you know, advancing, and also doing stuff that benefits others around you, maybe in your community or wider community somehow or another. So that's my secret to happiness. Do what you enjoy, make sure you feel a sense of accomplishment, and serve others. That's my key to happiness. Right, I'm going to get on. That's done. Kettle going on and I'm busting for a wee. Don't worry, I've been now. I've just been upstairs. I'm going to make a cup of tea to take back down because I haven't finished. I was rudely interrupted by my bladder saying, right, stop. It was stopping me concentrating. Anyway, I've done an hour and I haven't quite finished all the technical things I want to do, so I'm going to go and finish those off and then make a start on the repertoire for the weekend. Well, I made a big start yesterday, but I'm going to carry on with that. Oh, I'll need my iPad for that. That's where the list is. I'll take that down with me. And I'll do that until I get hungry enough to have my lunch. And then I'll have my lunch and then I'll do some admin. I think my plans might have changed since earlier. I'm reconfiguring on the hoof, but as long as I get everything done, that's okay. I like to go with my body's urges, you know, like if I'm getting hungry, stop and have lunch rather than try and muddle through going all sort of brain foggy and distracted. I'm feeling slightly headachy actually, but ooh, that's a bit skiddy around. It's got some water underneath it. Yeah, I'm feeling slightly headachy, but I think that might be to do with my disturbed night that I had. Right, I'm gonna go back down. Let's see how long I can play for until I get too hungry and have to come back up. I've got curry in the fridge from yesterday that I made, see? For my lunch, all sorted. Don't have to spend any time cooking. These ones are proper wrist stingers. I tell you what, you should never play if you get pain. Never, you have to stop. So as soon as that pain comes, I go, ooh, and then I stop, just give it a few seconds, let the pain subside so they don't hurt anymore, and then get going again. Because it's repetitive motion, you see, of like individual fingers. These exercises are particular digital exercises, not as in digital as in, you know, digital technology, but digital as in your fingers. It's about promoting fluidity of movement, but also independence of the individual fingers. Not all fingers are of equal strength. I find this is a culprit for going down more sluggish than that one, for instance. It's like that's stronger and then it goes down, like, but actually when you play an instrument like a flute, for example, you need them all to have equal mobility, dexterity, strength and all that, and it doesn't really just work out like that just from natural life. So doing these exercises really helps with that. Anyway, I'm going to get on. It's 2:15 now. I've done 1 hour and 3/4 of practice and now I am hungry. Yesterday's curry is slightly solidified, looking very, it's not even moving for that, slightly anyway. I'm going to microwave a bowl of that anyway. I suppose I can be folding up anything that's dry, can't I, while that's doing? Well, this can just go in the cupboard. Portugal tea towels. Hashtag obsessed. I don't know when I'm getting back to Portugal. Probably next time my flute needs a service, probably. I'll tie it in with that. But if I do end up going to uni and doing a 2-year part-time course, that's going to impact on my months away, isn't it? So I might have to have shorter trips for a couple of years. Unless something works out, I don't know. Can't go in the summer because that's when all my gigs are. Can't make long-winded, but I'm making a mess of this now. It's because I can't multitask, basically. I am not a multitasker. I'll have to turn the camera off. I can't film and fold, clearly. This is my split laundry basket. There's this crack there. I have to be careful not to put my hands on that bit. So yeah, maybe I'll get myself a new one at some point. Oh yeah, this has dried out nicely today with the breeze going through the kitchen and the warmer temperature. I need to not let this build up so much this time because it got overwhelming before. That's done anyway, so I'll resume that later. Lunch is served and the time is not that. Second day running, the battery's gone in my clock. This is my office one upstairs, well, bedroom office. Here we go again. It's a coincidence. You can tell I don't change this very often. Right, I brought one up. Ah! Oops, sorry. I feel like that needed to go in first. Because the other end's got more boing ability. That's a bit fiddly. Probably because I'm trying to do that bit with my left hand. Right, 3:10, I think it is. 11 minutes past 3. Oops, that's the alarm bit, which I never use anyway. Oh, you can tell I don't do this very often, can't you? Da, da, da. I can't believe how late it is that I'm starting my admin, but never mind. I'm going to get on with it now. And I'd like to thank Rita very much for the donation that she's made to the channel through PayPal. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Is that crossed off the list? It's 4 o'clock now. I've done my urgent things. Well, they weren't that urgent actually, but they were things I wanted to do while they were fresh in my mind. It's to do with gigs, getting details from emails, transferring it onto a spreadsheet and making sure band members know about things, you know, but yeah, it wasn't urgent, but I just wanted to get it done. Done that anyway, and some other bits and bobs, all to do with just gigs and callers and things like that. But yeah, I always go a bit dopey and sleepy when I have to do things like that, when I'm transferring sort of information from one place to another, from one screen to another, and I read so carefully because I'm so worried about getting little bits and bobs wrong, like the wrong postcode or the wrong email address, things like that. Oh, I need to wake myself up now. I'm going to go get coffee, mostly decaf, but sneak a bit of caffeine in it, and go do some more practice now. I need to do something physical to wake myself up. 5:45 now. I've done 3 hours practice again. Yeah. These last 2 days, I've not done any of the old audition pieces at all. Oh no, I'm working on stuff for the weekend coming and really enjoying it, really enjoying it. It's nice to have a change as well because it's been quite intense doing the same stuff all the time, so I'm doing something different, so that's really good. I'm determined I'm having a day out tomorrow because I've had 4 days in a row at home that have looked fairly identical to each other, and I'm starting to go a bit stir crazy in these 4 walls. Yes, I am. So I've got a couple of things I've been thinking about buying for myself actually, so I might go on a little shopping spree tomorrow somewhere. A very small spree. I want a laundry basket and I've got a little list. A pink t-shirt. I've just got an urge to have a pink girly t-shirt. I don't know why, but I've had it written on a post-it note on my desk for about a month now. Get a pink t-shirt. It's because I got a pyjama top that's a pink t-shirt, and it's a pyjama top really. But it just, I think it looks really nice, so I want to get one for day use. So there's that, and there's a couple of other bits as well. Oh, my arm's aching now. What was I going to say? Boyfriend's coming for 7. It's 5:45 now. Look, I'm going to bore you stupid, but I really want to go and carry on with my little notation project that I'm getting on with for this gig that we've got at the weekend. But it's ongoing set list for this particular band, and it's just really handy. I'm notating it in a different way that just makes practicing it easier and hopefully the gig easier. I've got to get around the offline thing with the iPad though, because I'm doing it in Notion and it's no good for offline, so I need to transfer it over into something I can use offline, but I've got ideas. They're forming, yes. Oh, geek alert, geek alert! What do we want? We want G major, key signature, G major. And then we want some quavers. And bar lines, separate that one, bar lines. I haven't got very long, that's why I'm rushing. Drag and drop that over there. I think that's how it goes. Just trying to remember. No, then it goes to D. I'm doing it off the top of my head, that's the thing. Then is it a B? I'm gonna have to look it up. The geekery has been continuing. It's about 6:20 now. I'm going to go and get dinner ready. I have made a little bit more progress. 7:05, Imo's been cooking. Yet to go in is passata cream and spinach. Speaking of which, I've been using my salad washer again. And look, you see that down there? That's the mud that's been like spun off the spinach and all that water there. But because it's so muddy, I like to do it a few times. These things are so fun. The water shoots up the sides though, look, with the force, but it's quite, it's relatively well sealed. I got this from one of these discount stores and I think it was in Spain, but it could have been Greece, I can't quite remember, but I was very excited when I came across it. Quite often I generate affiliate links and put them in the description of my video. A lot of creators do that. It's a way for us to make a few pennies on the side as long as, alongside other things, and I couldn't find anything as cheap as this. The only things I could find were sort of in the 20 quid region. But there we are, I had a look. Any more mud? Always a little bit. Actually very, very little, I think. Yeah, I'll give it one more go and I'll call it done. That lid's doing the thing again. Look, the animated thing, the condensation, I love that. Rice is cooked. My boyfriend's due in 3 minutes. I had another donation to the channel come in this evening from Vanessa. Thank you so much. She used the Buy Me a Coffee link and made a donation, so thank you so much. I really appreciate that. My boyfriend is due shortly. I'm going to go and clear the table now, add the passata and cream to that and finish it off and serve up and get everything ready for when he comes. But thank you so much for watching today's video. Feel free to give it a like if you happen to like it. There's a playlist there, maybe 2 playlists. I might even put a second one, sometimes I do, of more videos from me in case you'd like to watch some more, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!